Hello, welcome to another video with Mind Body Maintenance. I'm Lisa. In this session, I'm going to be looking at releasing tight hamstrings. If you walk, run, cycle a lot, play a lot of sport, and you don't stretch after those things, you tend to find that you may end up with tight hamstrings. But also sitting for long periods of time can also shorten the hamstrings. If we can release tension from the hamstrings and lengthen those muscles, you tend to find movement is a lot easier, but it can also help with problems that you may be experiencing in your lower back. So for this session, you're going to need a tennis ball, a hard chair, and a band or a dressing gown belt, anything like that. So we're going to start with the tennis ball and we're going to look at some soft tissue release. Make sure you are sat on a hard chair and we take the ball and place it just to the hamstring. Pop it down so the leg is just hanging. You may already find that there's a little bit of tension there. And then from there we can start to straighten the leg away. Just go to the point that feels right for you. Do it a few times through. And then release it, and then you can move it along the hamstring. You might want to go lower down, you might want to go higher up, and you tend to find after a while that you get to know the points that are a little bit tighter. This bit is definitely tighter for me, so maybe bend and straighten about 5 times and then go a little bit lower or a little bit higher on the leg. And you can do this at any time. You can do it watching telly, you can do it in the office. Just take a couple of minutes break to release the hamstrings, and if they're very tight you will know about it. So you can do as many of those and as many points as you like. We'll just do a few on the other side just so we're even for today. That one feels a little bit tighter for me. Trying to lengthen the spine as you do and keep the other leg relaxed. And then we move it down a little way and you'll find your sweet spot the more you do it. I've also got a crunchy knee to add to my tight hamstring. Keep going. And we'll find one more spot. You decide where. And bend and straighten. You can also do a similar thing with your calf. So you do it seated on the floor and put the ball behind the calf and then bend and straighten. It gives just as lovely a sensation. Do 2 more. And then release. So we'll take that away and just pop that to one side. Now we're going to stand and come into a stretch. And what you want is to find something that's the right height for you. It might be a step, it might be a lower stool, anything like that. Foot on, lengthen the spine, and then you lean your body forwards. Now what you want to try to avoid is rounding the spine. So we keep the head up. You might find that you need 2 things to hold on to. And as you lengthen through the back of the leg, think of lifting up through the sit bones, lifting up through the bottom. So you find that stretch to the back of the leg. And we can hold this for about 30 to 60 seconds. And you'll find that the more you do it, the longer you can hold it. And then slowly come up and we change and do the other side. Always making sure that you're balanced, find length to the spine, lean forwards, toes are lifted, lengthen through the back of the body, and then we have that feeling of lifting up through the sit bones. And then slowly up you come, and we're going to come down onto the floor. So taking the band or belt or whatever you're using, you might want to fold it in half depending on how much strength, how much resistance there is, and you can play around with that. To start with, we're just going to take the band around that right thigh, and you can keep the left knee bent or you can stretch it out, whatever feels better for you. And I want you to just start to gently draw the leg in and out. In fact, you might not want to use the band for this, you can use your hands, but you will need the band in a bit. And then once you hug it in, we get the thigh quite close to the body, and we try not to let it move away as you just gently bend and straighten the leg, trying to keep the thigh as close to the body as possible. So you may find to fully straighten it, your leg feels like it wants to move away, but just gently draw it in. Don't force it, don't want anything to go ping. And then this time we'll extend up. So now we're going to take the band around the foot, and we're going to contract the muscle and then relax it. And the idea is that as it relaxes, you can take your stretch a little bit further. So try to relax the rest of the body. You decide how much tension you want in the band, or you can do this with a belt that has no give at all. So from here, we'll just gently draw the leg in, see how far we can go. And then we contract the muscle by pushing into the band. So you feel the back of the thigh switch on. You find a little bit of strength to the back of the leg, and then let it go and see if you can gently draw the leg a little bit closer. We'll do the same again, pushing into it. Feel the tension to the back of the leg, back of the thigh. Feel the muscle working a little, and then gently draw it in. And it may well go a little bit closer. I think it has a bit. And then we'll do that once more. So we'll do 3 times. Push away, find the tension, find the work to the back of the leg, and then let it relax and draw it in, loosening into the leg. Yep, I think that has gone a little bit closer. Gently release, and we'll do the other side. So we'll take that behind the thigh to start with, and we'll just loosen it up a little bit, drawing in and out. And then the next time it comes in, stay there and extend and then bend. So trying to keep that thigh as close to the body as possible. And just gently testing the water, see how far it wants to go. And then we bend the leg and we take the band around the foot and slide the other leg out, draw it in, see how close it wants to go. I think this one's a little bit tighter on me. And then from there we find that resistance, find the contraction to the back of the thigh. Push quite hard and then let it go and draw it in. See if you can ease it in a little bit more. Do the same again. Push away. And let it release. Draw it closer. Do it once more. Keeping the right leg relaxed. And then draw it in. Bending the elbows a little and coming in a little bit more. Gently release. Taking the band away, you can bring the knees into the chest and just rock back. And then bring yourself up to sitting. So I hope you found that useful and your hamstrings are feeling a little warmer and a little looser. You can do that at regular intervals throughout your week, or also after any kind of exercise or sitting for long periods of time. Let me know how you get on.